Well, here we go again. This is a DJI Mini 4 Pro flight, March 2025. We'll go for a short flight here. There's snowflakes. I wonder if there's snow on the ground. Let's see. Nope. Surprise, surprise. We've had so much snow this year, it's just a lot more than we usually get, and it's finally got up into the 40s. Last week we had temperatures up in the 50s, 60s, and normal high is about 45, and that's what it is right now during this flight. It's about 44 degrees. Winds are blowing from the northwest at 15 to 20 miles an hour. I'd say gusts at 20, 10 to 15, and gusts of 20 or better. So we're going to take her out for a short flight. This is the Mini 4 Pro. She's got the wind at her back right now, so she likes flying that way. As you can see, she's moving pretty quick. She catches a good tailwind. She likes to get a little wind up her skirt every once in a while. Her sister, the Mini 2 Pro, or the Mini 2 and the Mini 3 Pro, are a little jealous of this flight. They were wanting to get out, but I couldn't take all three of them with me this time, so I picked this one and another one. Big Phantom 3 Advanced. We'll see how she flies maybe later. Anyway, we're headed due south down here at the farm. And I had just bumped into a big flock of turkeys out in the woods. It's not quite turkey season. A month or two away, and boy, there was a whole bunch of big gobblers together, so hopefully they'll be there shortly when turkey season opens up. It's got to be a little bit warmer, but wouldn't be long before the gobblers start gobbling. Anyway, we're just taking a short flight down south here at the farm. You can see there is not much green to be had. And basically, I wanted to get her out and test her in the wind today because she's right at her wind limits. And we'll see how she's handling. She's handling real well going into the wind, but now I'm getting ready to turn, follow this river around onto this walkway and the railroad tracks, and she'll be headed into the wind. You'll see she'll slow down quite a bit here once I make this turn. Not much color anywhere. Looking for it to green up March 1st. Spring is 20 some odd days away, I guess. But that's the calendar spring. That doesn't mean a thing around here. Sometimes it'd be warm, so warm you want to turn on the air conditioner. Other times we get snow in the March. You know, even in the April, we've had snow in April before. So do not see any turkeys out in the field. Like I said, I bumped into a big flock of them in the woods right before I shot this, and right after I shot this, a nice train came by and I missed it. So not too happy about that, but you can tell she's struggling a little bit into this wind. Good stiff breeze. Let's see. She's flying with a ND16 filter on today. And I don't see anybody out on the walking trail either. So we'll just take that in stride. Waiting for things to green up a little bit. There we go. Let's head north-northeast now. The winds, too, are left a little bit, but we're still catching quite a bit of it. Anyway, just thought we'd take her out. She hadn't had her legs stretched or wings stretched in a little while. A lot of things going on in the drone world. New drones coming out. The Air 3S is out. Really nice drone. Thought about getting that one, but it doesn't do much more for me than the Mini 4 Pro does. And it's much, much heavier, which means she's got to be registered with the FAA, where this little girl doesn't, because she is under 250 grams. A lot of deer run up that finger and cross right there on right there on the right. Don't see any deer or turkey today. A little bit windy for them to be out. They don't like those strong winds, that's for sure. Anyway, like I said, the Air 3S is out. Just picked up a Specta Mini and it's a great drone. It's an exact copy of the DJI Mini 4K, and it looks just like, flies like the Mini 2 does, deep from DJI. It is a DJI product, but it's been licensed out by Kojita, I believe, to be produced on their lines or production lines. And I'm thinking DJI is looking for a way to get around the possible DJI drone bans that are lurking out there. So it's a great drone. It flies, like I said, as well. I flew it right after this, my son's, and flies great. In fact, my son flew it after this, rather, and did real good too. There's a nice pond there. I'd like to wet a line in that thing. This guy is not about let that happen, though, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, there's that, and there's a new Spectre Air out, which is the same thing as the DJI Mini, or not, DJI Air 3, not the Air 3S, but it's about $400 cheaper, and it is the exact same drone. It's amazing. You can't, the batteries, you can charge the batteries in their chargers, but you can't fly the Spectre drones with DJI batteries, and you can't put the Spectre batteries in the DJI drones. That's really the only difference that I've been able to find out in between the two drone brands already. So I guess they did that just so they could say, oh, see, it doesn't work, so that isn't one of our drones. DJI is a pretty smart company. That's why they're the biggest drone producer in the world. Anyway, we're checking the fields out here. I don't see any wildlife at all. See a couple ponds there. We're going to head over to this road and come back to our landing spot. This was just a short one to see how she was doing in the wind. This is the Mini 4 Pro, which is Thelma Lou. She's got an older sister, the Mini 3 Pro, which is, let's see, Betty Lou. And then her older sister, the Mini 2, is Peggy Sue. And she still flies as good as her two newer sisters. So we're just kind of cruising here. We're catching a little side draft, kind of floating to the right. Look at these fields are getting ready to be planted. Won't be long now. Another month and a half, you'll see the green, and it'll be popping up. Been out in the woods quite a bit today, getting out there before the ticks get out there, adjusting, doing some maintenance on deer stands and things like that. Looking for sheds. My son found a nice shed while we were out looking today, so pretty productive day all in all. Let's see, stop here. I just clicked return to home. Now let's see. Now she's going to come on back to home, but I'm going to take her out of return to home when she gets home, because you'll see just trying to land her with the wind as powerful as it is, she's going back and forth, back and forth. There's those smokestacks out in the top right-hand corner. I usually fly down around those, but the wind was blowing too hard today, so I said, may not have enough battery to get back, because I'd be flying into the wind. So didn't sound like a good idea, so cut that out. Let's see, here we go. Coming in hot and heavy. Anyway, she flew good as usual. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this short flight. I appreciate it. There'll be more content in the future. Getting out from underneath the snow and the bad weather and stuff like that. So there'll be more things to do outside. And motorcycle riding and drone flying are two of the best. So guys, stay safe. Now watch, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to take it out and just land it manually, but the wind blowing across this open field is just horrendous. She was coming right down there. She was going to be land perfectly where she took off. But I said, well, I didn't want to get that grass is deceptive. It's just 3 or 4 inches, but you get your propellers caught in it, and it can crack a propeller pretty easy because there's little sticks and twigs and stuff sticking up there. So you can see, I'm saying, whoa, the wind's catching her. And then obstacle avoidance wants to take over, and then the wind wants to bounce around a little more. Everybody stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Follow the golden rule if you can. It's always the best for everybody. Makes everybody treat each other like they want to be treated. That's a pretty good deal. Here we go. Thanks.